The idiosyncrasy of 2.5 is that it operates like the Senate instead of the House of Representatives, in that each of the 5 areas has a particular weight assigned to it, and so they are all roughly equally likely to have important things in them.
Oh, we are totally memeing. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Let's see what we're starting with.
Well, they both failed the first test, which is not to save.
Oh, did they both save?
Yep.
Ooh,
That's okay. Even the best players make
it's
that
fine.
mistake.
It's fine. Sometimes you're just pressing too much. Alright, let's see what's down here.
E-tank in alcove.
And missiles.
That's not a good start.
Under the ship. Behind the ship. Well... So, with missiles behind the gunship, what would be really painful here is instead of getting vanilla missiles, what if we just get a morph ball?
That would, yeah. That
would
does
be
happen
painful.
a certain amount of the time, and it's painful every time.
Yep. Say scum already? No. I think the only time I really do a lot of safe skulls is the back of Chozo, the Czech root cave.
Yeah, there are several checks
Not
that are
root,
time-consuming.
not root cave. Life Grove.
I figured you meant something like that. Yeah, there are several checks that are time-consuming, and if you can save before them, you can save a little time.
Like the entire back half of Phase on Mine sometimes.
Yes.
Would be just extensive alcove missile. Yeah, that's exactly what it would be. I couldn't tell what that was up there.
You can never tell what it was up there.
Wave beam and half pipe.
Yeah, we have to rely on chat a bit for telling what things are.
As far as the freestanding things, yes.
Grapple on vault ledge. Well, better than grapple on grapple ledge.
That would be so weird.
Well, it could happen because space jump lets you get the item, but even so,
I
yes,
know,
it
it still is so weird.
So they can't make any checks on the way. Gotta just go straight for Hive Mecha. Sasquatch getting awfully close to that trigger, but he pulls it off. And of course it is Morph Ball on Hive Mecha.
My gosh.
Way to jinx it, Arrow.
And we're off to a great start to send off 2.4.
Now this doesn't prevent it from being a jet seed, it's just gonna have a lousy start.
Prevented a jet seed yet. We'll know once we've seen Artifact Temple.
Yep.
Given the only real difference of this not being missiles at the start is you have to skip this one item here that you'd also normally pick up.
Yes.
Even though more often than not it's more missiles anyway.
Yeah, it could in fact be slightly worse than this. If the item behind the ship had been, for instance, Boost Ball, then that would have unlocked just one more check and so on. There's a limit to how far you can defer missiles, though.
Yeah. I don't know, I could see some crazy logic that could put missiles as far back as early Magmor.
Yeah, could happen, I think.
Yeah. You just need to be given Morph Ball. Let's see, Morph Ball, double jump, and Varia.
And bombs.
And
you need
bombs.
that to get through Lava Lake. Because it can't be in Lava Lake, because that's a missile check.
Yep. Or a pair of power bombs to make it a little more painful.
Yeah, boy, I hate that room so much with just power bombs.
Yeah. I remember that from the community race we did yesterday.
Yeah, I'm not proud of it, but I spent 20 minutes trying to get a power bomb refill until I rage quit.
I mean, you can't blame him. It would have been worth it if he got through. Bombs were like, what, right after?
Yeah.
So... it's just painful when you have to rely on that power bomb drop.
Yep.
But no, the game's like, no, we're gonna give you all these power bombs while they're full.
Yeah, Prime 2 fixed that. They gave you what you need most of the time, but Prime 1 is just as... that part of it was random before the randomizer.
Yup.
Alright, so a slow start, but we are finally going to get to the juicy part now, which is the artifact locations.
That, since it's 2.4, are either going to be all in Chozo, or half of them are in mines.
Yeah.
Oh! Okay, space jump.
Always good to get that nice and early.
Someone needs to create a seed with the worst possible logic. Give us the ability to make plandos and it'll happen.
There have been many discussions of that in the past.
I would love for that to be a thing. I've about got the logic figured out enough to pull that off. Are we going to see artifacts? Doesn't look like he's going to check quite yet.
Well,
maybe
maybe,
we'll get him
maybe
from
not.
Hop.
I often get out of the temple first and then check.
Yep, sure enough, here we go.
That's funny, that's exactly what I do.
Ventilation
Okay,
shaft. Okay. Storage cave.
Oh,
Ruined fountain.
that's a Flagra check.
Fiery shores. Root cave. Transport tunnel A.
That's a pretty good mix of good and bad.
That's not horrible.
Yep. Storage cave is not good, though.
Which room is storage cave?
Oh, it's way back in Far Fendrana.
Oh.
And I can never remember which one is storage cave and which is security cave, but one of them is locked behind both power bombs and plasma beam.
I think that one might be storage cave. That's very possible. Storage cave and security cave are together.
Yeah.
Attached to Fendrana's edge.
Yes, they're both next to Edge.
And like he said, I can never remember which one's which.
Yeah. We'll have to come up with a mnemonic for it, like the one for Storage Cavern being in Magmoor Caverns.
Yeah. Storage cavern A, I'm trying to remember which one that is.
If it has an A in it, that's in Mines.
That's what I thought. I was thinking that was mine. Oh,
I
I
think
think it's
it's the one that-
flamethrower location.
It's Flamethrower, yeah.
Yeah.
Storage
Well,
Depot B
that's,
is the one with crafting.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one room in mines that loves to get involved in every scene.
Yeah.
Stink grabbing these missiles.
Yeah, well, they don't hurt.
Not at all. Pick them up early, unless they're just that inconvenient, like Vault.
Yeah.
You know your missile
One of the
can love
reasons-
you later if you get supers and potentially ice spreader.
Yes. One of the reasons that I pushed for nothings to be replaced with missiles in the tournament settings is that having lots of missiles makes no difference in most of the game, but then suddenly on EXO it makes the fight more fun.
Yep. I've actually tried it with just completely random items. And the game still finds a way to torture you by putting bombs and biohazard.
Oh, man.
That scene was something.
Okay,
I
Rakusa
found-
says storage cave is the plasma door, security cave is at the top.
Okay, so okay, bombs and plasma. They're not gonna want to go to the back in Vendrana without either. Then
No, of course not.
that's when security cave has plasma.
Yep. We can still hope for plasma on Thardis, too.
Yeah. No, we need bombs there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's cool. Mop is doing the slope jump off the pipe. More often you see the jump from the top of the stairs. Oh, I think Sasquatch did it too.
They're particularly hard. Mop getting a slight health refill.
Always wise. Sasquatch just got his grapple beam. Well done.
Yep, I actually more agree with what Mop is doing here, because you can check everything but one check in this area.
2, because they don't have wave. Oh, they do have wave.
Yeah, they
Well,
have
okay,
wave,
then
so
yes.
they can do everything but the gravity.
Oh, that paid off well.
Yeah, then he's gonna pick up these missiles and then he's gonna go up tower. You don't have
Yeah,
bombs.
no, I actually hate having
so-
wave at this early point because if I don't have wave, then I have an excuse not to do tower. And tower, while it's not difficult or anything, it is a pain, and there's almost never anything good there.
Yeah, and when there is, you never have enough missiles when you look at it.
Yeah.
So it's like, I hope you know how to jump.
Yeah.
But like for me, the first jump is actually the hardest of them. I don't know why. So it's like, that's fine. I'll peek the item anyway, and if it's something, I'll jump up from there. And
Yes.
then when it's inevitably nothing, I will leave.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know
Tower of
what?
Light has
I like this chat here. Gravity and wave already. Let's see Ice Beam and go to frigate.
Yeah. Oh, Phazon on Thardus. That's even better.
Oh yeah, that's right. He has gravity. Good thing they got that double jump. More missiles. It looks
Annie
like
Zero, Annie Zero, you are giving me Vietnam flashbacks here with your talk of plasma and biohazard containment, because that happened to me in round 1. Not only that, but the first time I passed by it, I didn't have supers yet.
Which is what made it painful.
Yeah.
We're just gonna get a peek from Mop.
Yes.
Sasquatch is trying to get up.
I love the use of this cutscene because there's absolutely no reason ever to use this cutscene in the vanilla game because it's always the same thing on top of the tower. But we all of a sudden have this use for it.
Yeah. And of course, to the surprise of absolutely no one, it is missiles.
Yeah, Sasquatch is going to be pretty disappointed, but that's life.
You just said enough of this, I'm peeking.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, it's the first jump that's the hardest for me, so once I've peeked it, I'm like, cool, if it's something I can actually go up there without much problem now.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
7 items are, yeah.
I question that assessment, Uncle Reggie. I don't think you can launch the ETM hard enough to make it a missile.
So great.
Okay,
man, look at it like this. We're in a case where no one's using the fusion suit, but if someone was using the fusion suit, at least we can skip fusion Varia if that were the case today.
True enough. So, Mop making the rune nursery checks. Just a missile there.
Not bothering with it.
Yeah, and of course he can't make the other one, no bombs yet.
Nope. Too bad you can't just look through the wall with X-ray or something.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
It certainly would.
I like the fusion suit until fusion Varia is involved.
Yeah, you do have to wonder what they were thinking. But I gotta say, if you compare it with the Varia suit in the original game, the NES game, when it equips missiles, it turns into this neon pink that has to be seen to be believed. Okay, I guess we're going to see what's in Vault in a minute. Not that they can get it yet.
Yep. Sasquatch having already grabbed the grapple, he's not going to worry about going the way through checking Vault.
Yeah.
We'll see if that benefits him. That looks like missiles.
Yeah, again, that's usually what it is. Mop gets his grapple. Next up, the route towards Flagra and Zoid. There's no gentleman's agreement this time, so Flagra is absolutely in play.
Nope. That's fine, I'd rather Flagra be in play, because then if Ruin Fountain is something, like in this case, I don't know the trick, so I'd have to go fight it anyway.
Yeah, actually, in my race with you, that was fairly important, because I knew the trick, but it took me 5 minutes to do it. Whereas you didn't know the trick, and you got something fairly useful on Flagra anyway.
Yeah, the boost ball was very good. That boost ball made the difference in that race.
Yeah. Anyone who hasn't seen that race, go watch it. It was a little embarrassing for me in a couple of spots, and especially the end, but it's incredibly exciting. You'll love it.
Yeah, it was a heck of a race. So no power bombs, no bombs yet.
Boost ball, though.
Boost ball. Speaking of which, there we go.
Yep. So that puts Wave Beam in logic, which... Oh, yeah, I guess it was already with the space jump.
Yep. It would be nice to see some kind of bomb here in Watery Hall, so we can at least check one of the items in Dynamo.
Yeah,
But
personally, I would have gone for the underwater item first, in case it's useful in Dynamo, but this is a small difference.
yeah, or just scan them here and then jump back to the, because since you can just jump up the wall here with space jump.
Yep. Oh, that's cool, using the symbol to get a dash. And it's Ice Beam.
Oh, Frigate's in play. Not in logic yet, because still need thermal, but Frigate's in play.
Yep. And they can also go past they can get into the back end of Chozo, take the elevators there.
Yeah.
And we have more
Bombs.
fall balls. Told you that
Alright.
was your effective first.
Yep, because now straight to Dynamo.
Yep.
And now first Dynamo item be Spider Ball, just for the lulz.
Mop demonstrating the little climb you can do there.
Yep, there's two ways to do that. One using the crate, and then one using sustainable terrain on the wall.
Yep.
Yep. Showing off a trick that's in logic, getting that check without Flagra. Oh, for a moment I thought that wasn't missiles. No, of course it's missiles.
Yeah.
Did Sasquatch just not bother with Dynamo?
Well, it won't hurt him in this case, because we saw it was just a missile and they can't get the other thing yet. But
Yep. He was
even
probably worried
so,
about health after getting the Watery Hall item.
yeah. It's possible he just forgot, and it'll probably... Oh, looks like he's going
No,
back.
he was going to heal before dealing with the... okay.
Yeah,
No,
that's fair.
I can understand it.
No, hold on. He had already dealt with the acid. He got the bombs.
No, he didn't want to... He only had like 60-something health. He probably didn't want to get killed up here on the way trying to get into the bomb hole.
Right, of
Because
course.
those can rip some health out. Speaking of back to Dynamo, or not.
Yeah.
Nope, yep, he is. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, that's why I sometimes even climb Gathering Hall first, but the trouble is the location of bombs doesn't always make that sort of thing possible. And of course, for every situation where it pays off, you can think of a situation where it doesn't.
This is definitely living up to Diggleseed.
Yeah. We talk a lot in the Rando community about mistakes and about smart plays and so on, but the difference is all up to the seed.
Yeah, sometimes you're forced to route it a specific way. Like in this case.
Yeah.
Okay, game.
So, what do we have up there, Mop? It's a missile. Need somebody on a trumpet to
Leave it
go...
to a Diggleseed to make it something not even required.
Yeah.
And now Sasquatch is gonna just follow suit and be disappointed.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, he's not bothering. Okay. That gives him a slight lead right now.
Yeah, but he'll always be wondering if it was important.
Or he'll just take it out of the back of his mind and never think of it again.
That's possible, yeah. I think if he's watched many races, he'll be haunted because Dynamo has decided a few.
Yeah, Dynamo storage, flamethrower room, and Thardis. Those are some of the checks in the back of everyone's minds,
And
especially after. Oh look, it's everyone's favorite time loss.
Yeah. And another of the most important, frequently missed checks is the Morph Ball path in Ruined Nursery, which these guys haven't done yet, so it'll,
which
it'll
we
depend
probably
on when
won't
it's
see for a
convenient to
little
route
while. Yeah.
in. Just a missile behind Zoid. We still have yet to see what's in him.
I mean, there's a reason it's everyone's favorite time loss.
Yep. But sometimes he has two suits, so you never know. I have personally seen the two-suit Zoid. Also the two-beam Zoid.
Yeah, I've seen two beam Zoid. Come on, you do be the meme. Use Ice Beam. Both on Zoid. Unfortunate for Mop.
And just a missile. Oh, what a pain.
Oh, who would have thought you lose time on Zoid once again? But you never skip it, because when you skip it, that's when it's gonna have something.
Yep. And speaking of wastes of time, here's this silly little puzzle we have to do every time.
Yeah.
In the original game, it's more defensible because you're not supposed to have space jump here. But because of how easy it is to get space jump first, no Prime player ever does this the normal way except us in Rando when we don't have space jump yet.
It would be nice if, like, the third bomb slot was either automatically active, since we could still just jump to it.
Yeah.
Or just have the door unlocked.
Yeah, these are things that might be good to add as options.
Yes.
Typically, any change that really alters how the game is meant to be played is going to be controversial, so I favor having it as an option as opposed to always doing it.
Agreed.
But of course, the more options,
yeah,
the more difficult it is to make
Mop is getting mopped up by Zoid, unfortunately.
Ah,
it's fine, it's
yeah.
over. And rewarded with your nice, shiny pack of not-so-shiny missiles.
Yeah, shiny missiles, for those who don't know, are a thing in the randomizer. Weirdest idea.
Come across, what, 2 or 3 of them?
Yeah, I think I've seen 3 in my career so far.
I've seen 3. 1 during a tourney race, and then 2 on my own.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't during my race, it was during someone else's race. Is that?
Looks like the third beam, I guess. So that would be Plasma. And if it is, he's
No, that looked like a beam combo.
Combo, okay. In that case, it's more of a risk. Oh. Yeah, probably a beam combo if he's not going to stick a...
Captain's saying it's Ice Spreader. I would have stuck around and grabbed it. It's not too bad. That's completely free with Spider Ball.
Yep.
It's when you don't have Spider Ball in the game's like, hey, do a bomb jump to get me. No.
Now that said, you call it free, but the trick is a little bit tricky, and it can, if you mess it up a few times, it can eat up a fair bit of your timer.
Oh yeah, messing up can really hurt the timer. Oh, you know what makes a point? Sasquatch skipped Lower Furnace.
Oh.
Let's hope that doesn't come back to bite him.
I could see skipping Lower Furnace if you didn't have beams, and so you were planning to come back the low way after going in the upper way. But skipping it just on, if you're planning to go through, as Sasquatch probably is questionable.
Let's see if it rewards him. He might be taking risks.
Yep.
Yeah, if that's the case, it'll pay off. It's just missiles.
It's true that when you're playing against a more experienced player, it's often a good idea to take some risks in case they pay off big.
The only downside is on some occasions, taking said risk can be what costs you the game.
Exactly, which is basically what happened to me against Vipron. Not that I would have won anyway, but I made the risky plays, and that time they just didn't pan out.
Mop deciding against going for it as well.
Okay, so we get just one of these checks, and these checks are painfully slow, but the time
the other, unless this one's plasma.
Yeah, you're right. If this is plasma, then they could make the next check as well.
Yeah. Well, they need to make sure to do the wave door first. With the wave slot first.
Do they?
I've never had it shut on its own afterwards after doing the plasma.
It's true that the statue moves when you do plasma. You can reset the room just by going far enough away. But you're right.
At that point,
if you're planning to do all three in a row, then plasma has to be last.
Yeah. Outside of that, the order doesn't exactly matter.
Yeah.
Also, I didn't see what was in there, but it looked like missiles.
Yeah, just missiles. Well, you won't actually get the ghosts again unless you've already done the wave slot. That's what causes the ghost battle to recur in that room. However, most of us can't do that bomb trick, and so we need to use the wave slot to get past the force field.
Ghosts if wave slot was used.
Yeah.
I need to learn that bomb jump so I can just avoid ghosts having to spawn.
Yep. In this tournament, I've been demonstrating a 3BJ, which is a different way of doing it from the one most people use, but it's slightly faster.
Still, it's an antechamber.
Yep.
Oh?
Life Grove.
I would probably drop the save here before Life Grove, unless he's intending to bar skip and do reverse frigate.
Mm.
Which wouldn't be horrible, because reverse frigate 1 is much nicer than normal frigate. Golf has a point. There's no power bombs yet.
Yeah, that is a little unusual.
I would have saved here if you're just going for one check, unless the intent is bar skip.
Reggie says 3BJ is easier. Interesting. They're both pretty hard, though.
I need to learn one of them.
Yeah, it was interesting because after Miggs showed off the 3BJ, Diggle decided to learn it too. So these tournaments cause us to compete and advance in skill.
Yeah.
Arms race, that's the phrase that I was looking for just now.
Well, being so empty on E-tanks early, I don't think he'll complain about that. So even if he had saved, I don't think he would have scummed that.
Hmm.
I think it just hit him. He doesn't have power bombs.
Yeah, that's too bad. Of the several things you need to get into there, power bombs are the least obvious.
Yeah.
Wow, that is atrocious, Maya.
I'm not sure what's worse. I'm not sure what's worse. The fact that you got your first power bombs there, or the fact that you had to do it to begin with.
For those watching this, you can't see the chat. If in case this is uploaded on YouTube or something, he said that he didn't get his first PB once until plasma processing. Boy, that's an awful
that's awful. Mop's trying to decide what to do.
Yeah. That does happen.
Not taking the save either. I do think Mop will do bar skip though. Maybe. Because all bar skip would really get you right now would be going through reverse frigate, because everything in mines that you know you need is, well, one of the artifacts you need in mines is locked by plasma. And power bombs.
There are a few things they can get in upper mines with the stuff they have.
Yeah, upper mines does have a few things in logic, though.
Ooh, Sasquatch just got X-ray and overgrown.
Marion OP. Oh gosh, no.
Yeah.
No.
OP is
please,
officially in
no.
logic now. That's something our players will now have to reckon with. And there's our first PB.
It is not in logic yet. You plasma.
Oh, yes, right.
Yeah, no doubt he's going back. Question is, will he go through frigate? Part of me says there's no reason not to, but at the same time, they leave you orphaning biohazard.
Yes. You never want to...
And-
There are only 3 checks in frigate, and you really don't want to go through it, and you can only make 2.
Yeah. I do agree, though. Root Cave looks really nice right now. Root Cave and Arbor Chamber. Well, even though Arbor Chamber's not in logic yet. Ooh, that's neat.
Yeah, I learned
That
that
one
one
looks-
from Interslice. I've actually
that
been
one
meaning
looks-
to show you.
That one looks easier than the one I do.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I saw you doing the more difficult climb in a race, and I was going to share it, but I hadn't got around to it yet.
Yeah, I want to learn that one. That one looks a lot easier. Yeah, I just
Yeah, I'll
learned
send
the
you
first
that.
one I saw. But there's just
there are
one
many
tricky
frigate-
jump involved in that. There's so
Yeah.
many different ways to do it.
As many as there are players. Not
Yeah?
quite, of course.
Well, not quite, but close. Oh yeah, Root Cave is an artifact. So yeah, it would have to be put into logic at some point. And I would
It's got an
assume
elevator high
both
five.
of... Yeah, and I think both of them know Arbor Chamber right about, I think. I don't know if Sasquatch does, I'd assume Mop does. There's X-Ray. And then the question will become, does Mop turn around like Sasquatch did when he gets that power bomb?
Yeah, the lack of Varia is definitely limiting their options. We would normally have seen a lot of Magmor by this point in the seed.
Yeah. Oh, he sees the power bomb. He's not gonna go back for He's not gonna go back for Life Grove though.
Well, not immediately, at least.
We will see it from Sasquatch though,
Yep.
which helps since it has a guaranteed power bomb in there. One thing I'm glad to have learned is getting up to Life Grove without Spider.
Yeah.
That's very convenient.
Yeah, it's a good trick, but if you have Spider, then if you fall, you might as well just climb the pole.
Yeah, if you miss it the first time, it's just going. I agree. Because like if he knows the Arbor Chamber out of bounds, I can understand if he goes to check it. It's exactly what Mop seems to be doing. Though Mop may also be going for Magmor Workstation.
Yeah, that's possible. Ooh!
Super. Oh, okay.
That is
now
huge.
frigate. Now frigate. I would,
Yeah.
Oh wow. Wow.
Yeah, that's a good example of how doing 2 things in a certain order can decide their
Frigate's not in logic yet. No. But if I'm only missing a visor, I would go and do it anyway. Getting the artifact, we will most likely... Oh, he's gonna check the others now.
Oh, had he not done his artifact checks yet?
He had not.
Okay. People put him off. In fact, it looks like Mop follows the Op82 strategy of waiting to check until he gets his first one. So just an E-tank here, but an E-tank is welcome.
Yeah. Until I have about 6 or so, 5 or 6 E-tanks, I will happily grab all of them that I see.
Oh yes.
And then if I have to go deep mines, the more the merrier.
Yep.
This right here is a jump I'm very glad to have recently learned.
Yeah, there are several ways to do it. You can do it with a straight L jump with where you just tap R in the middle, and I think technically you can do it with an only L jump, but that's really, really precise. There's also a
I do
combat
it with
dash.
yeah, I do a L jump into an R jump.
Yeah, and of course you can also do a real R jump, which those who like R jumps will usually do, and there's also a combat dash for those who have more trouble with the R jumps.
First artifact? And missiles. Right, because Mop doesn't have the supers.
Yeah, that would be awful.
That would be awful if that would... Just think if that happened to be thermal.
That's inspired, Interslice. I want you on my cursed seed-producing team.
Yeah, the moment planners are going to be a thing, I think some of us are going to come together and just write a horrible seed. Logically, everything will be sound. Doesn't mean it won't be good.
We've got a member named Nemo, who doesn't even really play the rando, he just collects really bad seeds.
Oh yeah, I know a few people who do that.
Yeah.
I'm going to assume now Sasquatch is going to go check Lower Furnace, since he probably now remembers that he never did. And then probably fight Flagra.
Yeah, that would be an obvious play at this point. With Spider and Supers, he can go the back way if he wants.
Too many skips? Yeah. I think they're both going to Flagra.
Oh, Op is saying he checks his artifacts right away. But, Op, when you did commentary in the 2019 tournament, you said that every time. You said that you would check once you got your first artifact.
So a year ago.
That's true. It is a lot of time to change one's habits.
No, Lavaria, that would be the greatest thing on top of what madness this seed has already been. So far, this seed so far has been like, oh, go get this, so you can also then go and get this, just to go back to that area you found the first item in to get something else.
Yeah, Mayo, you'll do it again eventually. It's just a matter of patience.
Yeah, I've yet to be able to pull off bar skip. That and spiderless shafts are the things I want to figure out next.
My first bar skip took me, I think, 40 minutes. And I've managed to get it once on the second try, but that's the best I've ever done. Sasquatch showing up the other way to climb that this platform. Neat. Oh, poor Sasquatch. He's gonna go check Dynamo and be very disappointed.
Disappointed. That gives Mop a chance to pull ahead. Minus the supers.
Yeah, the supers are very important.
Those, yeah. One, they'll speed up Exo quite a nice little bit. If you're not good with rapid missile firing, they're nice for Ridley too.
Yes. There are lots of options for Ridley,
tree is missiles.
What, the main plaza tree? Oh, that's been checked now?
Mop peeked it with X-ray.
Aha, excellent. So nothing interesting going to be happening on Mop's side for a while.
And, you know, that brings up a good point. Sun Chamber Ghost is in Logic too.
That's true.
With supers being found.
Yep, so although Mop doesn't know it, Sun Chamber is indeed in Logic, and anyone who comes here with Spider is going to make the check just to be on the safe side.
Yep, and if there is something on Sun Chamber Ghosts... Oh! No, he decided against it. I was about to say.
That room without Varia is a risky play.
Yeah. Thankfully, there's a save room not far from it, but still.
Yeah. Sasquatch has grappled, but it wouldn't help him because without Varia, heat damage knocks you off your grapple, so you can't even get it started. So
Is
we'll
there
have to rely on the standable
didn't
spot in
get
the lava.
here? Oh, right, there was one check they couldn't get. Oh, this might be progression.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Nope.
Good check, but didn't pay.
Seems the such.
Oh, we've got a raid from the main SpeedGaming channel of 67 people. Cool.
Yes, I believe they were. I think they were the Hollow Knight tornadoes.
Ah,
Yes, it looks like it was because people recognize me. Hi.
they did finally check nursery, yes.
Yes, the nursery was missiles.
Just misses, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, do we have a vanilla Varia suit, or is it Sun Chamber Ghost?
Or is it neither? Could still be in frigate.
That didn't look like. It looked like missiles. I couldn't tell if it was missiles or a beam combo. It's definitely not a suit. Could be ghosts though, and it could be frigate. Frigates and logic. Well, no, it's not. Not without thermal.
Oh, still no thermal, huh? Okay.
Still no thermal.
And just a missile on Flagra.
Ghosts. I'm thinking ghosts.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Vault was, nothing.
Oh, random thought. Now that they do have power bombs, it would be possible to go through phase on. No, bar skip. Right. That's not.
Wait, Mob's not doing ghosts.
No. Mop, come on.
And now he can't until he has supers. Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no. That.
Well, I can
very...
understand. His health is awfully low, but he could have refilled his health with the boxes in that hallway.
Yes.
There are
He
several
would've-
guaranteed 99 health drops there.
Oh no.
Yeah, that could lengthen this considerably. So next question then is how long it takes Mop to try Life Grove again. And meanwhile, Sasquatch is demonstrating the standable terrain exploit here to check what's on the other side of Megapool. Like we said, a risky play, but sometimes you gotta make it anyway. Ooh, that paid off nicely. It's not progress, but it's nice to have.
What was it?
Just an E-tank, but that means he'll be able to get across.
That was very convenient. That's
yeah,
another
he can get back
E-tank.
across easily now.
Also, what have we got here?
Looks like another E-tank in training chamber. And just
He might grab it. At least dashing back is nowhere near as risky.
Yeah.
Because even if you miss it... Oh, good thing he's got gravity.
Yes, well, I mean, that's how he got across in the first place. He didn't do the dash, he used the standable terrain.
Oh yeah, can't you just double jump off the standable terrain?
Yes.
Nice.
That's what he did on the way in.
Yep, he's going to workstation. Oh.
If this were a healthier seed, we might see some Magmoor heated runs, but unfortunately, there's not much they can do in that line.
It's been very tight on health.
Yeah.
Where is Sasquatch going?
Probably back to the elevators. Maybe he's going to do bar skip now.
No, I think he wanted to pre-flagra heal.
Oh, yes, okay. So he's going to do the gate skip with the ghosts in play. It's a little tricky.
Wait, what's Mop doing? Oh, I think he's gonna do Arbor Chamber.
Okay.
Makes sense here.
Yep. Typically,
Ooh,
when the ghosts
nice
are
gate skip.
Oh, well done.
It's a very good gate skip.
Yep. When the ghosts are active in this room, I usually just do the runes as a compromise, but if you can do both the gate skip and the ghosts at the same time, more power to you.
Having trouble getting in?
Yeah, that's the hard part. The unadvertised hard part of every morph tunnel in this game. Stand up and then roll through it. Sometimes that works. Come on, Sasquatch.
This is
Stand
painful.
Up, yourself.
I hate when this happens to me.
I think we all hate it when it happens to us.
No, Mop is committing to frigate. Or he could just be going to back Cachozo and doing, He'll find
yeah,
a
I think
super...
Elias is right. I think ghosts have to be progression now.
Yeah. It's probably just thermal. Well,
Yeah, that would be awful, wouldn't it?
Thermal, plasma... Oh, okay, no, he's not committing, okay.
Yeah, thermal, plasma, or Varia.
Yeah, those are the 3 pieces of progression right now. Mop using the same strat I used to get up.
Yep. It's not bad.
I really hate overshooting that.
Yeah, and it's very easy to do. That spot is real slippery.
Yup.
I used to do this, but from the other side of the door. It's not terrible, as I said, but again, the rolly strat is just much more reliable.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. If it's thermal, Mop might be okay.
Yeah.
At least... Ooh. I wonder how long before he says screw it and does frigate.
Yeah. Because for us
Thermal
Rando players,
cannot be in
visor-
frigate. Oh, he doesn't know the fight well. Okay, that would explain why he put it off.
Yeah. The
And why
for
his
us
last
Rando players,
location
though,
in it.
for us Rando players, the thermal visor is just information. It just tells us things are in logic. It doesn't let us do anything we couldn't otherwise do.
Yeah. And it makes Essence nicer.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah, this is not, it's not the easiest thing in the world, even if expert players make it look easy.
Ooh, that was a painful hit from Flagler.
Yeah. He can do a lot of damage to you.
Oh, he missed!
Yeah, that's happened to me on occasion. The bomb has to be placed just right.
There it goes.
There we go. Did you swap the audio to Sasquatch?
No.
Well, someone did.
Someone did. And unfortunately, it's not the fixed music.
No. Personally, I would never fix the music anyway because I don't think Flagra deserves good music. There we go. Down goes the plant. Sort of a plant and sort of a praying mantis.
A ghost did it. I can believe it. Mop gets it. Okay. That one jump is the only real bad part about it.
Yeah.
Trackers be self-switching.
They do have the ability.
Yeah. Get his missiles, and then he'll do ghost.
No, Chimera. Not planting mantis. Praying plantis.
Praying Plantus.
Then
Don't fire me!
Saying don't fire me is a firing offense. You're fired.
No! Switching to Morph Ball, so yes, we are definitely going to see ghosts here.
It's true that he's in the lead gallop, but you could have waited till after the Flogger fight. Nobody needs to hear that.
My guess here is Mop is intending to go to Life Grove. And, oh, he's going to be so disappointed to know that its progression is Super Missiles.
Yeah, well, he'll be disappointed by that, but he'll also be really kicking himself for not doing it earlier.
And he'll also
But
be then
Rando-
kicking himself for realizing that immediately puts Ghost as the only unlogic check.
Yeah, Rando is all about regrets. You spend the whole race creating regrets for yourself.
That's all randos.
Yep.
So, what will the progression be? The most logical thing would be Varia or Thermal.
My
But it
money's
could
on
throw-
Varia.
But it could also be Plasma for the progression inside Arbor Chamber.
Yeah, it certainly could. Place your bets in chat. Win nothing if you are right.
Yep. Yeah, it's either Plasma, Varia, or Thermal. If it's none of the three, we are missing something huge.
Which, again, not impossible. Sometimes we find logic bugs that hadn't been detected yet.
Varia, okay.
I win.
Okay.
Yeah. this
Yeah,
speed is a
because
troll.
he the last location that he probably feels so behind. Little does he know, he is
Yeah,
way
this
ahead.
is definitely one of those races where they're both going to be feeling behind.
Mop's probably hoping that's not the only progression here.
Yeah.
Absolutely a Diggle Seed. Sure enough.
Yep.
This puts
Hashtag
mines
blame-
into logic. Yes.
Yeah, with Varia, everything they can get to from Megmoor is now in logic.
Yeah.
And
Including
Megmoor is the
Targus.
hub area of the game, so they can get almost anywhere.
Pretty much. With Varia, no, yeah, the majority of Indrana. Plasma Go mode isn't as bad as Phazon Go mode, though.
Yeah, but Plasma Go mode is pretty bad too, because there are an awful lot of places it can be.
Oh yeah, it just can't be
Yep.
in lower mines. But we have to go to mid mines at least, so it's like,
Quite right, Mayo. This is a good old Viking funeral for 2.4.
yeah. Oh, that's a convenient way to just ice be dead. Alright.
Yeah.
Main power bombs. Okay.
Oh, it's one of the few places in the game where you can't tell.
Yeah, usually the RF of it gives it away no matter where it's at.
Yep, I'm currently playing a seed where it's in Shore Tunnel, for instance, and the plume reaches right up into the tunnel. My personal favorite location for main PBs is Lighthouse, because then the lighthouse is actually a functional lighthouse.
Yeah. I had it in lower furnace and I'm like, why is that glowing? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, another E-tank.
Yeah, well, again, it's welcome.
Yep. One or two more and we're gonna want to stop seeing them though.
Yeah. So
I
Sasquatch
played,
didn't make the dash. That's okay, I never make the dash. Going for the backup.
Yep, I've never made that dash either. I've tried it every time and still haven't gotten it.
Yep, I don't know how they do it, but some players do seem to be able to nail it every time.
Yep, I was doing a community race earlier and we had... What was it? Oh, I don't remember what it was. It was something about... such a... Is that boost? No. No, we already have boost. What am I thinking? It's another E-tank. Oh, right.
That's an
That
E-tank.
reminds me of it. We were doing a community race earlier and I found 12 E-tanks and I'm like, game, stop. We still finished under 130. That's how crazy though.
Yeah. 12
But-
E-tanks would be welcome in Prime 3, where E-tanks are also ammo. But after a certain point in Prime 1, you don't really need them.
Yeah, same for Prime 2.
Yep. Though,
But also,
be careful, in Prime 2... In Prime 2, the atmosphere of Dark Ether is dangerous.
Oh yes. The quicker you find light suit, the better.
And energized safe zones, as you probably know, don't last forever.
Thermal on OP, phase on Thars. I mean, if that happens, thermal's never getting picked up. It's fine.
Thank you, Reggie. I didn't think anyone was picking up on my memes. Haha.
We don't talk about him. We don't talk. I don't know. After this tourney's over, I will learn echoes.
Well, when you learn echoes, you will learn that the phrases I was quoting there were memes because they come up in every run.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's a painful dash to miss. Because you gotta climb the room once again.
Yeah. Metroid Prime, I've joked, can be adequately described as falling to the bottom of rooms and climbing them again, the game.
Looking for a missile expansion you already had. Ooh. Mop gonna pick up this artifact on the way to Sun Chamber Ghosts. Another power bomb. Cool. That one's not our Fiery Shores artifact, so the other one is.
Yeah, it must be the one at on the morph path.
Yep.
One of my favorite items in the game now that I know how to get it properly, because in this case the trick for getting this item is much easier than the intended way.
And before the unfortunate happenings of double jump being there.
Yeah. Yeah, but this is one of two items in the game where you have to marble madness your way along a stupid morph ball path with no kind of guardrails.
The second one is harder to avoid as well.
Yep.
I don't even know if the second half of it's fully avoidable or not. I know part of it's avoidable. Only like the
You
first...
can actually, you can double jump right
Was
up
that?
in its face.
What was that?
I don't know. Guess we're not going to see.
Guess not. I didn't see what that was. Oh, another E-tank.
Okay.
He probably feels confident with health now.
Yeah. At this point, he is probably having that "okay, game, stop" reaction that you mentioned.
Oh!
Oof. Turret in the face.
Getting bullied by the turret.
Yeah.
Oh, that is a nicer way to climb. So that,
Turrets are easily the best thing the pirates have in their arsenal. If they had just replaced all their actual walking around pirates with turrets, they would have done much better.
so much better. Mop is not going to be happy to see Aria.
No. Oh, hey, early newborn.
Yep.
That's why all the E-tanks were there, so he could get the artifact of newborn. So next we're finally going to get a look at Phendrana. Unfortunately, there are several items that we can get a look at but can't get.
Because no plasma.
Yep.
Mop getting up the long wall without much issue. We should get Bastarilla Seed. I mean... Oof. Oh, of course Diggle rolled the seed.
Yeah, you know, I'm pretty sure that Bash was banned for cursed seeds before Diggle was banned for cursed seeds. After a certain point, you just run out of people to make seeds.
Yep, Sasquatch just not even bothering to look at the plasma lot to check.
Well,
We're gonna
you want
see.
to look at it.
He didn't even look at the one down there in the shorelines.
Maybe he forgot.
He's gonna look at this one, missiles. And he can
Yeah,
get the
Spider
other
Ball.
one.
Always a bad feeling to come here without Spider Ball.
Oh yeah, especially when it ends up being something.
Yeah.
And missiles. Sebasta, yeah, you're already up there. Might as well.
Yeah.
Especially since you have super, so it's like, hey, let's get something. Let's have a reason to actually use them. Plus, you can still find Ice Spreader.
Yeah.
Or if you get an absurdly amount of missiles, Wave Busters exists.
Oh, that's what Sasquatch was doing. He was just it routed in nicer for him to take the peak as he fell down from there.
This is another check that if he's about to go do it, feels really bad without plasma.
Yep. Now, I hate making this check under any circumstances because you have to do that stupid morph ball puzzle every time as well.
Yeah.
But the one time you don't do it.
Yep, and I've had plenty of seeds where this is plasma on wave.
Yeah. That would actually be nice in this case because he could make the plasma check on the way up.
Yeah, that's why I actually like it when it ends up being there.
Hmm.
Especially if you have power bombs, because then the fight's free.
Yeah.
Though having plasma along with it to one-shot all the rest of the enemies would be nice too.
Yes.
Oh, definitely. That's the worst places for space jump. Space jump in Vendrana period is bad.
Yeah. I had a seed recently where something like... Yeah, I think it was Space Jump in Vendrana Canyon, and I legitimately just forgot you could do Vendrana Canyon with no beams, so I was stuck for quite a while.
Mop probably feels way behind right now.
Oh, look what we have here. Thermal.
Thermal!
Sasquatch deciding to get it because that'll pay off on Essence, even if it's not useful anywhere else.
Yep. Frigate is now in Logic.
Yes,
but so is 90% of the rest of the seeds, so don't know if we'll actually see it. So can we get those hopes for Phazon and Biohazard?
I don't think I would wish that on anyone.
Comm streams are a few seconds behind. Let me refresh. That's very possible. It's lagged on me a couple times, so it's very possible.
Yeah, typically we on comms have to reset our streams a couple of times during the race.
Yep. On my screen, he just grabbed Thermal, so we'll see if I'm behind.
Just got it on mine, too.
We're synced now? Awesome. Yeah, I'm counting on, which would be worse? Phazon and Biohazard or Plasma and... You know what? Plasma on Biohazard with Vanilla Phazon. There we go. That would be the ideal ending.
I'm mad at you just for thinking of that.
That's absolutely evil. It is absolutely evil.
Yep. Calm down, Kirito. It was just a matter of seconds anyway. So do we call you Captain M13 in that case?
Workstation Frigate, Lake Vendrana, or Mines. Everything before Plasma requirements and Mines are also in Logic. Facing an OP, someone else is asking for it to be vanilla.
Okay, we're gonna see what's in Canyon. That looks important. Oh, well, Sasquatch didn't think so, though.
It was probably another E-Tank.
Yeah, I guess so.
You can stand on everything.
Haha, plasma launch tactical, that's great. Do not
So
even
now the
speak
question.
the name of Spider Guardian.
Oh my gosh, Spider Guardian is a thing.
Okay, now we're in the labs area. Lots of checks they can make here.
Spider Guardian's fine on the trilogy version because
Oh yeah, the hop.
spring jump. That is one nice quality of life thing I wish existed in Rando.
Yeah, in fact, there was talk just today on the Discord of potentially bringing it in somehow.
Yeah, because I believe on trilogy it's available as soon as you have bombs, isn't it?
That's right.
So it wouldn't affect anything logically, just. Though I also think it would make getting the height from triple bomb jumps much nicer too.
Probably, yeah.
What button would Spring Ball be on? Not a clue.
There's some speculation that it could somehow be put on the. Well, I heard C-stick, but I mean that's already used for all the beams. But I also heard L plus R. That could work.
Yep. C-up could possibly work because
Now, in fact, the L button has an obscure use when you're in Morph Ball. It centers the camera behind you, but I think we would be willing to lose that if L could jump us instead.
Yes, very, very much so.
Yeah, it was news to me too, but I discovered it recently just by accident. Oh, of course, that's why C buttons would work, because it doesn't do anything in Morph anyway.
Forget if Z does anything. Oh yeah, yeah. Flick the GameCube control.
That's perfect.
It looks like Sasquatch is opting for labs. Missiles, those will get ignored. Would just freeze them and continue on my way.
Yeah, I typically just Morph Ball past these guys, but you do take a little damage when you do it.
Alright. Can Sasquatch do observatory skip?
Well, he doesn't have to if he doesn't want to. He does have boost ball.
Exactly.
But it is orders of magnitude faster if you know the skill.
Oh yeah. Not bothering. Potentially.
Yeah.
Map can be very helpful with random elevators indeed. Oh?
Yeah, here we go.
Nope. I think he was only going to give it one shot. It is a very hard trick.
Yeah.
That's the one dash I'm not that great at anymore. I could do quarantine monitor dash. I just can't do this.
Yeah, well, for me, it's one of those tricks I sometimes get on the first couple of tries, and sometimes it takes me 5 minutes.
Usually, if I don't get it after the first 1 or 2 tries, if I have the stuff, I'll just do it.
Yeah, but the trouble is it often doesn't route in nicely to get the stuff first.
No.
Yes, DMATs, definitely join the Discord. Everybody
can help you. We can help you with almost everything to get started.
By the second Mayo, I assume you mean the one at the top of the room. You can actually also do that with an R-jump, but it's debatable which is easier.
Mop was debating for a moment, do I grab it?
Yeah. Haha, and shooting it a bit, too.
And yet another E-tank.
Well, that's
Samus
okay.
is hit list.
Important thing is we get to see this awesome planetarium.
Yes. And since you got across, there's no reason to not grab the E-tank.
Yeah, it would be. You'd have to go quite out of your way not to pick it up.
Unless you got the skip, then it would be understandable to not pick it up.
Yes.
Will he be able to skip this fight?
Yeah, that's another precise one. The way he's doing it, the forward direction, is slightly easier than the reverse direction. Or actually, it's a lot easier, but it's still quite difficult in and of itself. It's very, very easy to overshoot. Turn sideways, Sasquatch. Oh. No, okay. I can't argue with success.
Usually just get up, then I just get as high as I can and then move. Ooh, almost.
Yeah, this is a little trickier than it looks, too.
Yep. I don't blame him for trying this either, because while it obviously can't be plasma, it can be your Phazon.
Yep.
I think he's going forward a little too much.
Yeah, not enough to the right.
There we go. No, he missed.
Yeah. It's hard. I've spent 10 minutes trying this on a bad day.
That one just completely missed everything.
Mm.
I didn't even hear an explosion from it.
I think I remember one particularly embarrassing time that I actually ran out of missiles and had to leave and come back.
There we go.
Much better.
Oh yeah, one of the few tricks in Trilogy that's not patched out.
Yes, that's true.
I'd love to mess with the Rando on Trilogy, but so much of the stuff I use is patched out.
Yeah. Well, Naruto is working hard to patch all the wonderful exploitable stuff from the GameCube games back in.
Yes, which would be great. Because if that's successful, people can actually start playing more commonly on that too if they wanted.
Yep. And there are a lot of people who much prefer the Wii controls.
Yeah. The Wii controls are pretty nice. Heck, there's even an emulated setup for it to play with mouse and keyboard, so...
Yeah, that's new. Now, personally, I have never seen the appeal of PC-style shooter games, but so many people love them, so it's good that exists.
For me, it depends on the game. I did play through Trilogy with those controls recently. They're actually pretty cool.
Okay.
It took me forever to figure out how to use Spring Ball, though. And Prime 3 is kind of finicky with them, but everything else was fine.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. It was the one that relied the most heavily on the Wii motion controls.
I mean, it's cool. The combat-related stuff worked fine. It was everything else.
Yeah.
And just missiles, so he's gonna skip this.
Yep.
Yep, Op knows it. Just look up, just look that up, and you will find everything you need to know.
Someday we'll probably see a dual analog hack for Prime as well.
I think the modded Prime hack supports controller now, so I think that works. I'm not sure.
Oh, cool.
I'm not sure. I haven't messed with it, so I wouldn't know. Yeah, it was mentioned earlier. There's been discussion about seeing if there's a way to get Spring Ball in, which would be nice.
Yeah.
The Hunter Metroid getting in the way.
Yeah, he wanted it.
he wanted a hit. I didn't even see what was down here. Oh, and it drops a power bomb. How nice.
Yeah, I often have to rely on this Hunter Metroid to give me a power bomb.
Oh, that's plasma!
Oh, that's a find.
Yeah,
that's what
it did.
Right now. He's real glad he didn't make Minds play instead of coming here.
Well, the unfortunate thing is we are now in Phazon mode.
Yep.
And that is not where you want to be.
It's better than Phazon and Plasma Mode.
Yeah. Spring Ball with advanced bomb jumps, I think we could get really creative. Mop following along right behind. Thankfully, he's got Plasma coming up here to the back of Phendrana, so he can get that artifact.
Mop taking out the turret before the cutscene. It's always neat to see.
Always nice. Phazon's chilling in Arbor Chamber. You know what? Probably.
That would be quite the thing.
That would also be pretty unfortunate.
Oh, it would be terrible.
Oh no!
Because they're gonna... too bad. But they're pursuing density of checks, and Arbor Chamber is gonna be the last stop if they just do that.
What I want to see is when Sasquatch enters mines, if he'll jump all the way down and peek PCA.
Yeah.
Peek it and see a Phazon suit and just look at it and like, why?
Yeah. Just scream and scream and scream. There's a reason the runners aren't mic'd up for this.
Yeah. You will hear some rage, potentially.
Oh no! Well, you can't, you gotta try it again, Sasquatch, because you can't skip any checks when you're looking for Phazon.
Oh, because then the one check you skip will be your suit.
Except PMT. You can skip PMT.
Yeah. And even then, you can look at that one. So for their sake, they don't even have to go that far. But at the same time, all of us watching probably hopes they have to go that far.
Yeah. And some people just prefer this climb without grapple anyway, because the grapple points in this room are kind of annoying. You have to swing from one to another, and the second one tends to just let go.
Yeah, that's why I need to learn to jump up that room.
Yeah, it's a good one to know.
Oh! Coming up short with that jump. Yeah, don't get squished by the...
Yeah, would that actually hurt or not? I don't know.
I have no idea. I've never had the unfortunate pleasure of seeing it myself.
Yeah, it hurts enemies plenty.
So... I didn't see what that was down there.
Looked like a missile to me.
There's a missile up there, and out we go.
Yeah, no love in Gravity Chamber. Yeah, I agree, Lokir. Samus just does not make a very good Spider-Man. Yeah, that's can't argue with that.
They improved on it in Prime 3, but in Prime 2, yikes.
Sometimes I really wonder if Retro was deliberately relying on players as unpaid beta testers. Because you'd think something like screw attacking into any morph hole in the game pops you out of bounds would come up in testing at some point. Okay, looks like Mop going for the vanilla strat here as well. That's fine, you really don't want to sink too much time into this trick.
Prime 2 multiplayer was cool. I just wish that there was a way to do it online very effectively.
Oh man, I had so much fun with my little brothers playing Prime 2
Yeah,
multiplayer.
the Prime 2 multiplayer is something else. I love it. If we ever do get that trilogy, that rumored trilogy remaster on Switch, give the multiplayer an online function, please.
Yes, please do that. And little known fact, the multiplayer of Prime 2 was the first Metroid random thing that was made, and it was official, because there was a randomizer sort of capsule thing in the game which would give you one of several random upgrades.
Yep. And since we're looking for Phazon, no doubt we'll see Thardus.
Oh yes, we'll see everything until we find it.
And before it's in quarantine monitor and we're just done. Oh, he's just gonna go ahead and do Thardus first. I would do monitor first.
Yeah, I think.
What does that play? Yikes.
Personal choice.
Let's not. If we're gonna do anything of the form, I would use a different. There's a different program I would use outside of normal net play.
So Sasquatch showing off some good ways to speed up this fight. If you use a power bomb right at the very start, you take out 2 of his segments, not just 1. And the plasma beam does insane damage to Thardus.
Yeah, it does. The only thing that's in any way faster is if you're morph ball bomb it while it's rolling, and then just immediately smack it with a super.
Yep.
But they're not much different in speed. Because if you're accurate enough with your aim, you can just use plasma while he's rolling afterwards.
Yes. Now, personally, I find that's an absolute crapshoot. I almost never manage to hit him while he's rolling, but some people are good at it.
I can hit him with plasma sometimes. Not with supers.
Yeah. The delay on supers just kills any kind of complicated aiming.
Yep.
Though I do have decent success hitting invisible drone with supers.
Hey, yeah, everyone loves our favorite Rocky boy. It's fine.
Garignac, Garignac, Garignac. That was funny. I switched back and Mop's screen was entirely static for a second there. I was worried.
Yeah, I was looking at it. I'm like, oh no. And now coming in for the final blow.
Yep.
And this just shows if you have this, if you're equipped properly, Thardus can be faster than Flagra.
Yeah, very much so. So the trick this time is to wait until you see the first lightning bolts and activate your power bomb then.
Drop power bomb. It'll take out the final segments.
Yep. And that last segment has twice the HP, so it helps a lot to have this skip available.
Oh yes. Because otherwise you would prefer supers for the final segment if you don't have power bombs.
Yep.
Oh my gosh! Phazon on Thardus.
So that happened.
So how many seeds is that for the tourney so far that
Thardus
we've
has
had
something
that
important?
Thardus has been important?
Not sure, but it's a lot. And
someone in chat call it? Yeah, it was called.
Yep. And
I was thinking.
I was thinking the 19 tournament know that Thardus decided the tournament itself, so we might be in for that again.
I was thinking Quarantine Monitor would have it just to spite after doing Thardus first, but no. And this is convenient right here, going. Yeah, no more checks. And now it's just to go into mines because he needs the ventilation shaft. He needs the flamethrower location. I forgot what the last one is. No, the flamethrower location has an artifact.
No, he doesn't need that location. It doesn't have an artifact.
Oh, then what's the other two? What's the other two he needs?
I think you misremembered because Storage Cave was one of them. But it looks like there are only 3: Ruined Fountain.
Oh, right. Oh yeah, Root Cave.
Yep.
Wait, which is the 3 that he's got then? He got the... Get the power bomb drops.
He got one in an early location in Chozo.
Okay, nice. So yeah, he just needs to go up the ventilation shaft, which is not far from the elevator.
No, not at all.
No, ventilation shaft is given where he's coming into mines at. That's very convenient.
Yeah, it's just going to be in and out.
And with the other two being Rune Fountain and Root Cave, it actually doesn't matter. Actually, yeah, from here, it'll be easiest to go back out that elevator, exit Magmore into Tala and get Root Cave, then go back in the Chozo to get Ruin Fountain.
Yeah, there are probably a couple of other ways to do it, but that does sound like the fastest.
That feels like the fastest one.
Lokir's right. With Flagra down, he doesn't even have to do the Ruined Fountain skip.
Yeah, the seed made you do Flagra.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's say your fastest ways to do that. There's multiple ways to do it. The other way would be go back to the beginning of mines go through the bars to Chozo. But then you'd have to go through the entire back of Chozo to get to Ruin Fountain. But that would make Root Cave your last artifact, which is also convenient.
You know, it's only now occurring to me that because Ruin Fountain had an artifact, that should have been a hint that Flagra was going to be important.
Yeah. Still, right now, this is Sasquatch's race to lose.
Yep.
He's in a great spot.
Now that said, the only logical thing for Mop to do after back Fendrana here is to go right into Thardus, so he's almost sure to get his phase on right away.
Let's just hope he doesn't skip Thardus, like...
No, at that point, there would be no sense in it.
There
the
is.
only thing he could do is either take... Oh, he could take the elevator. Oh, good lord. Yeah, let's all pray for that not to happen.
If it does, then this race is sealed.
Yeah, absolutely, and we like our close races here.
Oh yeah, we love the close races.
Yeah.
Sasquatch about to go deeper and then realizes, wait a minute, I don't need to.
Yep, muscle memory is powerful.
Yep. And now let's just jump down and rush the elevator. Making sure he's going through the right door.
Yeah, this will be the rare PPC visit where he doesn't even check the item. Wisely taking out the turret.
Oh, he missed it. Oh. There we go.
Yeah. You know you've hit it when your immediately adjusts.
This is another climb I need to learn.
Yeah. It's a hard one and costly if you fail. I hope he makes it.
Nice.
Yeah, very well done.
Okay, Mop is going for Thardus.
And he might just be going for Quarantine Monitor.
Let's hope not. He will probably do Monitor first.
Yeah.
So we'll see what this was. Let it be Flamethrower.
Yeah, well then he wins. There's no fun in that.
Ah, no. He's not even bothering. This is still anybody's race because Mop only has to go for the artifact.
Yeah, that's pretty
for
important.
The one artifact. And in the case of Mop... No, yeah, he'll do the same thing, coming right back through the same elevator. Because then he's just rushing... Artifact
Lead
Temple.
with power bomb, though. That's interesting.
Huh?
Oh, he didn't start with that power bomb. Maybe he doesn't have enough. I can't
he has
really
5. He has 5.
Okay.
I don't think he thought about it.
Yeah, it's possible.
Yeah, it's the last race of round 3. So after this race, we can 1, say goodbye to 2.4. And 2, we'll see the pairing soon for round 4.
Yeah, the nature of Swiss tournaments is that you cannot schedule the next round until the current round is complete. So, we've because of the hurricane situation, none of us
We
minded
had to
waiting.
delay it. Yeah, we had to wait a day, which was completely fine.
Oh yeah, nobody minded. But it might explain why there were about 17 community races yesterday.
Oh yeah. Oh, there was quite a couple today, I believe, too.
Yeah, today too.
And it gave me some practice, which was nice, and it taught me. The one yesterday taught me, hey, learn spiderless shafts, please.
Like that once, where you could beat it quite quickly if you knew spiderless shafts, and you would be there forever if you didn't know it. I didn't. I was there forever.
Because the stuff you needed there was on the exact opposite side of that shaft. Along with Spider over there too. It was like, okay, game.
Okay, Sasquatch on his way for Root Cave, and then he'll get to the final one in Rune Fountain. Oh, well done. It's not easy to get that in one grapple sprint.
I usually dash to the side right before the grapple takes me across. Ooh!
Yeah, this room is just a pain.
You have X-ray, just use it.
Yeah, no need to show off at this point. Well, that was weird, what just happened. It looked like the grapple had broken off. Maybe it was just my feed.
Yeah, Mop has not been to mines.
Yeah.
He still needs to get the ventilation shaft. Sasquatch still needs to go get the ruined fountain, though. This could come down to Exo Essence. Sasquatch has a clear lead, but if Prime decides to be Prime, this can be a race.
Yeah, Prime is RNG the boss, so he can easily take up an awful lot of your time if he wants.
Usually I'll do good with one and then struggle with the other. Like, the race I did earlier today. Exo decides to dash across the screen 5 times in a row.
Oh, wow.
It was painful.
That's even worse than rapid beam changes, and rapid beam changes are terrible.
Yeah, he didn't do that. It's cool. It's cool. I got to skip the wave beam phases because I had Ice Spreader and always followed an ice phase.
Yeah. Imagine that. Wave was actually skippable in that seed. Just kidding. It's not skippable in the first 2 rooms no matter what.
Yeah, I was about to say first 2 rooms. Well, I mean, it could be skippable in the second room if you got Ice Spreader, but
could have.
The first room, yeah, you're not skipping it.
Yep. I actually kind of like the wave beam phases because they're pretty brain dead. You can just wander back and forth firing your wave beam and dodging Prime's attacks because it's auto seeks. Whereas you have to put at least a little more thought into the other beams.
He's confirming that he has all 6. He does. Now, which way will he take the exit? Well, yeah, he never did the, he never did training chamber, so no, you won't go that way.
Sasquatch now has 6 artifacts, but he is not marked as having his artifacts done. This must be because of the changes to the tracker to accommodate the fact that sometimes we play with more artifacts.
Probably. Yeah, because I remember there was one race where it was 9 artifacts played with.
Yeah, I calmed that one, and we were a little stymied when it came to the tracker.
Yep, 9 artifacts, skip Impact Crater, since skipping Impact Crater removes some of the requirements.
Yeah, and it turns out that 9 artifacts does not quite do enough to make up for that, because that seed was done in no time.
It was also a 2.4 seed, though.
Yeah. That's true. It'll be a
So,
more fair comparison when we try it on another version.
yeah.
So Sasquatch heading for the ship safe. At about 135, this is a modestly long seed.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, there was twice where you had an instance where you had to go somewhere, get one item, to go to another place, to get an item, to go right back to the spot you got another item at, the first item at. That happened a couple times this seed. Morph ball to get your missiles.
Yeah.
And then
so
one that wasn't required, spider ball to go back, bombs in Watery Hall to go to get spider ball to go back to Dynamo and get nothing.
So, assuming nothing tragic happens in Impact Crater, we're probably looking at about a 150 finish.
Yep.
Completely disrespecting this elite pirate.
He doesn't want to fight it. You have supers, just fire a couple and off them.
Into his flying. If Ridley had any brains at all, he would do this whole fight long range.
Yeah, he got it. Cool.
For a snipe there, but didn't quite make it. That's okay, snipes are hard. This Ridley fight is the one and only place in Prime 1 where you miss Prime 3's free aim option, because the the target that you lock onto by is blocked by his arm.
Very nice, Ridley.
Yep.
I assume Mop will be making ship save in about 4 to 5 minutes. Playing the climb safe. Yeah, that stomp attack.
Final save it in the crater. Not a bad idea to get back your health from Ridley, because you're going to need it to get past these Lumigex.
Yeah, these horrible little
man.
creatures.
Sasquatch just got...
I've watched
someone
this.
successfully dodge the Lumigex. That's amazing.
And then they come to play. Luckily, plenty of power bombs.
Yep.
It's another climb I should learn at some point.
Yeah, it's not that bad. There's a seam in the rock, a vertical line that you can spot, and you want to line yourself up with that.
At this point, I would just start climbing normally.
Yeah, the climb is nice, is
Oh,
cool.
there he goes.
It's time. Oh, here we go. Taking a chance by going ahead with the platforms without dealing with the other fissions, but looks like it's going to pay off.
Yeah, I hate when
that
they
was
get up
very-
there and I hate when I get up there and they get smacked by a fission and get knocked all the way down.
Yep. I know that was mine. That was infuriating for me as a casual player because I also had trouble with the bosses with Prime itself, and every time I died to him, I had to make that climb again.
Yep.
So, Metroid Prime Exoskeleton. The first chamber, he has 2 colors, power and wave. Second chamber, he has ice. Third, he has plasma. And then in the 4th chamber, he goes crazy.
Yep, he just does whatever he wants to do. Best thing to do is just stay in his face.
Yeah. Very quick subchamber 1. Ah, we saw the rare beam non-swap, where where Prime leaves the first subchamber on wave and continues to be on wave in the second.
Fortunate. When you... Well, if you have Ice Spreader, you would love to have wave following ice. Because then you could possibly skip the entire wave phase.
Yep.
It's cool. That's why you're wearing the suit, to avoid dealing with the press.
So Sasquatch got the turnaround but missed the snipe, so he still has to deal a couple of ice shots of damage.
Yep.
Snipes are very hard to get. Turnarounds are a little easier. In fact, I think
Mop about
that's only a
7
loop.
minutes behind. But so far, Sasquatch is doing pretty solid with Exo.
Yeah, this has been a good one so far. But of course, Chamber 4 is the one that decides whether it's a good exo or bad.
Yep.
Never want to leave those missiles in the air. The other beam combos, because he's got more missiles than he could possibly use with just supers.
The missiles, I wouldn't mind having Wave Buster be like, here you go.
The problem with Wave Buster is the startup cost. You're paying a whole bunch extra.
I only use Wave Buster during that phase as if we have a overabundance of missiles.
Yep.
And nothing else other than supers to use them on.
Oh, that was tough.
That was some damage.
Yeah. Prime can have a lot of stuff in the air at once in Phase 4.
Oh, the beam swapping, no!
Yeah, there we go.
There's Exo doing what it does best.
You know, a minute ago I was thinking this was a pretty good sub-chamber core, and I consciously chose not to say so because I would jinx it. Turns out that didn't work.
Like you didn't to jinx it.
Yeah.
Alright, Exo down, right as mops up Ridley. Still not entirely over yet.
Sasquatch
Unfortunately, no. But he might feel behind still, so I can't blame it.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. Sorry, I was reloading my stream for a minute there, so I wasn't able to comment on it. Have you said anything about the Essence fight?
Not so much. So far, everything's been pretty standard.
Okay. With all visors, this fight is pretty methodical. I see Mop made his climb and he's up, he's into Exo now.
Yep.
That's good. It means we probably won't see a forfeit this race. They'll both finish.
Likely.
So, doing pool cancels now. In and out of the pool. And extend its life.
Well, as soon as Essence launches another pool, it's over.
Yep. Sasquatch didn't quite get the 3 pool, but the 3 pool was very hard to do.
Here we go. Take out the fissions. It's just about over, yeah.
Any moment.
But he can just open up now.
There. Yeah,
and
the moment
there it is.
The moment you see Essence start to drift, that means he's down.
Yep, Sasquatch finishing with an official time of 1:49.26.
Good job. So we'll get him in here for an interview.
He's got to feel good about that one. And I doubt we'll get a forfeit here since Mop is on Exo.
Yeah, I'm quite sure Mop will finish.
Oh yeah.
Meanwhile, Sasquatch's picture has gotten very small for some reason.
Oh my. GG's.
Hi.
Congratulations, Sasquatch. That was a heck of a race.
Thank you.
Ever since Flagra, You were about 10, 15 minutes ahead the entire time. Y'all routed identical.
Yeah.
The only difference was when you got phase on, you still needed to go get 3 artifacts. He only needed to get 1. He's currently in Exo.
Yeah, he's on
really
Chamber
close.
3.
This was close.
So if you felt him breathing behind your neck, he was.
He 100%
Oh, yeah.
was.
As soon as I found phase on, I mean, anxiety just shot through the roof. I was freaking out.
Yeah, he finished Ridley right as you finished Exa.
Okay.
So yeah, he was able to catch up a little bit after finding phase on, since he only had to go get the ventilation shaft artifact.
Okay.
So yeah, that was a race though. I'm like, y'all both last location barrier.
Oh, yeah.
But Mop did Flagger long before you and skipped Ghosts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was the tragedy.
That was the tragedy. My guess is because he probably figured it's not in logic yet, so not gonna worry about it. Little did he know you already had supers.
Yeah.
So we knew it was in logic, and we knew it was all that was left. We weren't sure if it was gonna be Varia, Plasma, or Thermal. Each pointing you in a very different direction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But didn't go as badly as it could have. There was lots of speculation that you might have vanilla phase on or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, phase on Thartis, though, not a big surprise. Thartis loves having things.
Yep.
I was debating not checking Thartis, but I figured I might as well.
We were terrified that one of you would skip him when he had phase on.
Yeah.
Mop in particular gave us a good scare at that point because we knew from your side that he had phase on.
Yeah, and Mop checked Quarantine Monitor first, and they were like, oh, don't skip it, don't skip it.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll get to see where the beam combos were now.
Oh yeah, we'll see it in the scrolling credits here. Because I think that's the only thing we didn't find was the beam combo, which we saw one of them. I'm pretty sure that was Ice Spreader on the top of Furnace.
Yeah, that's what we
I was debating whether I wanted it or not. I figured it's not worth the time.
Given that you had Spider Ball, if it were me, I probably would have grabbed it. If I didn't miss the jump a couple times.
Yeah, I thought about it on my way back through after doing power bombing. I just skipped it.
Yeah, but the vanilla way requires you to roll down those whatever you call them, beams. That's terrible content.
Also, it was very convenient main power bombs.
Yeah.
Wave Buster was in PPC, Ice Spreader Furnace, Flamethrower Fungal Ball B. Oh my.
Well, that would have been a bit of a trick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well.
Oh, poor Mop. He was in that situation where one more hit would have killed Prime, but he couldn't take the chance of getting hit by those missiles first.
Yeah. Because that would have been massive damage.
Yep. And if they were fire missiles, in fact, he could finish Prime first and then still take damage because he would be on fire after the cutscene.
Yeah. Also, no Essence music at all today.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Okay, it's been a long race.
Indeed.
At least by 2.4 standards.
Yeah, this is long for a 2.4 seed.
Yep.
It's
It's
cool.
anyone's guess
After
how
tonight,
things are going to be in the next round.
it's cool. After tonight, no longer matters.
Yep.
2.4 is gone. And Essence, there you go, back up.
Yeah, Essence just wants a hug sometimes.
feel like he was a little too fast on those shots. Oh, he was too close to Exo. Unfortunate.
I'm not sure it's ever actually been proven that that's why phase skips happen, but it does seem like the most logical explanation.
That seems what makes sense, because it's the only time it happens is when he's too close to Exo.
If this fight weren't so annoying, it would be really cool. Such a well-animated boss.
Yeah.
Reminds me of the Angels in the Resistance series.
And Mop's a little too fast on that gun.
Oh, much too fast, yeah. You want to wait for his chin to return to normal. That's better.
Says there's a huge box around the front of the Exo corpse that causes a full skip.
Ah, okay.
So yeah, it's a huge hitbox, I guess.
I'd love to know the programming reasons for that, though.
So if he steps in and out here, he could possibly finish Essence here. If Essence doesn't control.
It's hard to tell because Prime's HP bar seems to disappear and you're not sure how you're doing. Yeah, he's not going to make just doing attack cancels.
Yeah, but this time was timed a little better, so he won't skip too many.
Yeah.
Yep, here it is. He only had to deal with one more attack animation. And now for the finishing blow. There he goes.
Gee, Mop.
Finishing with a time of 1:57:37.
Yep, both done inside the 2-hour mark.
Yes. And he will be coming in for an interview.
Yeah, usually at this point, the game music takes over, just sort of a jukebox of game music. I'm not hearing it now, though.
I don't think we hear it on our side.
Oh, maybe not. Okay.
GG's, Mop. Y'all, from the moment, y'all got Varia suit about 15 minutes apart, and y'all then routed identical from there.
It was so... Because when I went to Flagger looking for Varia suit, it's like, you know what? It's probably... I can't remember where I went after that.
Well, you headed towards Life Grove.
Yeah,
Just to find supers to be like, hey, you know that ghost fight you just skipped?
That was a
go back.
big slap in the face.
Yeah, you did Flagra long before Sasquatch did, but he got Varia about 15 minutes before y'all did, and then y'all routed identical from there. The only difference is when you got phase on, you only had a single artifact left to go.
Yeah,
so you got a little bit of catching up in. But
yeah,
Sasquatch had a very clean Exo and a pretty nice Essence. Ridley was also very clean here.
No, but you both played well with a pretty abstruse seed.
Yeah, your Exo, your Subchamber 4 decided to troll a little bit.
Yep. This seed had a lot of, quote,
I would have been fine on Ridley if I freaking fat finger and go into Morphball as he had 1 freaking HP. That was mildly frustrating.
I was like, when both of y'all got Varia, I'm like, they both probably feel very behind for last locationing that. Because when you left Flagra and didn't do Ghost, Sasquatch already had the supers. But he was putting Flagra off, so they were like, oh, Ghost is progression.
Yeah.
Plasma was oddly convenient right before where you needed plasma for an artifact.
Yep. That was
I'm not
so
gonna
nice.
lie. When I routed in late Fendrana, I sometimes get storage and security cave mixed up. So I was like, okay, I'll just pop back there and get good to go. Then it's just a matter of fighting plasma. And then I found it, and I was like, oh, storage caves is fuck.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
the same for me. I know it's over there, but I forgot which one.
We
Yeah,
even
it
said at
seems
the
like we all
start, we
have that
keep
problem.
getting, it seems we keep getting those two rooms mixed up.
Yeah.
We'll have to work
We
out
were-
a community some mnemonic for that.
We were setting a thought where there's like, okay, once they go to mines, maybe they'll peek PCA and see a Phazon suit and just curse Diggle forever. But no, you'll find it on Thardis right before heading to mines. Also, shoutouts to yet another seed where Thardis has something important.
Yeah, we're up to at least 4 in this tourney now.
Yep.
Also, shout outs to never being able to validate this run because Flamethrower
Yeah.
was in Fungal Hall B.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Fungal Hull B. I mean,
Oh, Reggie's,
if you somehow,
Reggie's got
look at it like
Reggie's got
this.
a mnemonic for us. The security room is the high one, so it's the higher exit of the room, so high security.
Fair
Yep.
enough. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Pretty good. Well, I mean, if one of y'all had skipped Thardis, we would have seen that flamethrower.
Probably.
Unfortunately.
Phazon suit, and I didn't see Sasquatch doing done. I was kind of hoping that,
That he had gone mines and skipped Thardis.
yeah. I was
Yeah.
kind of hoping he was going to try to put Thardis off.
I was debating.
We thought he was too after putting Flagger off. Like he might put another boss off. But then he went
Yeah.
ahead and he stood there for a moment and then just decided, nope, fuck Thardis. He didn't even do monitor. He didn't even do monitor first. He did Thardis first.
Yeah.
Also, how about the cruel start, the extended missiles in Talon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
that-
Get your morph ball just to
that
go
kind of
back.
sucked.
And then
Yeah,
it happened
no.
again in Watery Hall. Get your bombs in Watery Hall to get Spider Ball to go right back to Dynamo and get absolutely nothing for your trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, he had to at that point because I was like, okay, what if on the very slim chance Phazon's there?
Yeah.
Yep.
When Phazon
Like-
is your go mode item, you can't skip any checks.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like I'm starting to second guess my routing in general because, like, outside of skipping Ghost briefly, I thought I did pretty good this seed, but for the most part, like the past couple of rounds, my routing has absolutely sucked. Like, quite literally, in my first round of the tourney, and
I think skipping Ghost really is just the real big thing for this one.
yeah,
I think this would have been a very different race if you hadn't skipped Ghost. But
Yep.
look at it like this. With this race done, we can say goodbye to 2.4.
yeah.
It will not be missed.
Nope.
But no,
Well,
I was like,
2.4 goes down in history as being the greatest jet seed generator.
Yeah.
Even though it didn't generate one this time.
Well, you guys have got to be pretty beat after that race.
Oh, yeah.
So,
or
Reggie has
frustrated
just
if
posted-
anything, but
Yeah. Well, we'll see the new pairings for the next round very soon.
Yep, Reggie has
Yeah.
just posted some useful links in chat. So follow the runners, follow the commentators, follow the trackers. Everybody's
Follow
join the
everybody.
Discord. That's the big thing. Join the Discord. We have a lot of fun.
Yep. Yeah, and we do a lot of community races.
Yep. So stay tuned for round 4, which will be beginning soon. Otherwise, have a good night, everybody, and see you.